as I mentioned in that reel, is like, I was like, yeah, Love is Blind kind of screwed me up a little bit because I have been in this like coaching space for so long, and I'll just be so transparent here, but since the show rolled out, I have been battling my identity as far as like, am I a coach? Am I this like public figure? Am I this like newfound influencer? Like, people don't want to, like, not to say people don't want what I have to offer. They do. It's just, I have been battling this like inconsistent entrepreneur life. Like, I'm like, I'll promote some of my, like a course of mine, or I'll promote one-on-one coaching with me. And it just feels like I'm pulling teeth from people. Mm. And then I will post, maybe I do some type of like influencer collaboration with a brand, and I'm like, and it gets 7 link clicks. Whereas I'm like, wow, 4,000 of you watched my story and only 7 of you thought that brand was, I don't know. So I've like, there's just been this very big disconnect on my social media. I don't feel like my engagement's not where I would like it to be. And I know we shouldn't focus on that, but as an influencer, you kind of have to.
Well, of course. Yeah. Numbers matter.
Yeah, numbers matter in that regard. So it was just everything has just been very inconsistent. Obviously, it's created a lot of mental chaos. And when there's mental chaos, when there's chaos inside, there's chaos on the outside. So my bank account was dwindling, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, my nervous system, I've done a lot of work. I just completed an entire program on nervous system, like, parts integration and parts repair and all this stuff. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like, my nervous system is freaking out. And like, there's some family issues that I'm dealing with, and it's created a lot of stress. And I'm like, I need something in my life to be very consistent and stable right now. So I need my bank account to be stable. That's what I need. So
no, and that's so valid. And that is a form of self-care, because you're creating safety and security. So is it exactly what you want to be doing? Well, potentially not in this season, but it's serving, or maybe not long-term, but in this season, correct. It's serving a purpose. And that is self-care, for you to check in on, okay, I am feeling dysregulated. What is within my circle of control to fix that? And it's always like, what do you prefer, the problem or the solution? Right. And so in your situation, that is your solution. I was curious about that in terms of your social media, because so we connected. I'm not sure if you posted me in your story.
Yes,
and so
right.
I started following you after that. And then when I saw some of your posts, people are really mean. Like, and I was like, one of the first posts, you were so cute. You were in like your wedding dress and stuff like that. It was like a reel or something. I was like, oh my God, that's the cutest thing. And I started scrolling down. I was like, holy shit, these people are really mean.
Yeah.
What is that like and I feel like, I know for all genders, everyone experiences it. But it just feels like, and especially probably because my relationship with Nick, and I know he's talked about that he gets horrible DMs as well, and he gets a lot of mean stuff also. But the stuff that was being said on yours, I haven't seen it said on his. And I would argue that's probably a gender difference.
Right.
How does that impact all the work that you do on self-love and rejection and all of that? What's that like for you?
Yeah. Now, well, let's put it this way. Now I would say that it kind of just, I don't pay too much attention to it, just because I feel like I'm like, okay, guys, we're over it. Like, me posting a thing in my wedding dress, I was just being funny and relevant.
And it was obviously. So cute.
Yeah. And granted, like, yes, like it was. I'm going to always support Love is Blind. I mean, yeah, I'm going to always support the cast of Love is Blind. Let's put it that way. So I will probably watch the future seasons to support them, because I know what they're going to go through. But yes, people will say like, oh, you're just trying to stay relevant, and like all you do is talk about Love is Blind stuff. And I'm like, have you not been following me? Like, because obviously you haven't, because no, that's not what I like talk about. I reference Love is Blind a lot because, again, it was a huge part of my story and my journey. So yeah, I'm going to talk about it. But people saying things now too, I mean, catch me on a bad day. It's like, then it does bother me sometimes. And I do want to like say something back to these people, and, not rude. And I've never been rude to anyone. But when the show first came out, and I mean, everyone was like Team Kelly, Team Kenny. And then I said no at the altar, and everyone was like, you're going to die alone. You're going to be alone forever. Like, and they would send me, just hateful messages. And the comments were like, oh, well, like, Kenny's better off. Like, he dodged a bullet with you. Like, I'm like, fuck you. Like, you don't even know me. Like, I'm a really freaking good person. Yeah, it was very hard. I tried not to, especially like when the show was coming out, like I was trying not to look at my comments. Of course, you catch the negative ones, but there was a lot of positive that came from it too. But I feel like my friends just kind of went to bat for me in my comment section a lot. Yeah. And they still will to this day. It's just, like there's one or two that like if they see it themselves, they will. I'll see like they commented on a post and I'm like, what are they talking? They're just like, arguing with the person. I'm like, y'all, just it's not even. Don't waste your energy. Like, right. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how strong you are and how much mindset work you've done. You see something like that, it does bother you. I mean,
it hurts. Yeah,
it hurts. Like, and you do want to stand up for yourself, and you do want to back yourself up and give the real reason why things didn't work out, or whatever. And like, you don't know. He actually broke my heart.
Right. And obviously you're not going to say that, which is even more proof that like you are such a good person that you're not going to get involved in that. And obviously, these people just have way too much time on their hands, and like we could go down the whole list of why they're doing that. But that really got me thinking, like, especially as a self-love expert, that is going to ding up against your self-love. That is inevitably going to impact it. And so, obviously we can go down all the cliches of it should come from within and all of that. Sure. But at the end of the day, we're human and we are designed to crave acceptance. And so that, I would imagine that would get painful. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for my newsletter, and find me on Instagram at Dr. Elizabeth Fedrick.